All right, cool. Okay, we're recording. Well, welcome to our call tonight. It is June 9th, 2016, and I am really excited about tonight's topic. I've been, as you guys know, we've been in kind of a evaluation, redoing trainings, kind of taking stock of what we're doing in our team and making sure that we're offering amazing things for our new coaches that come on, and so that we are all continuing to reach our goals together. With structuring our calls and our trainings and our onboarding process, and even success pods, and the new leadership council has been meeting every week, and all these really exciting cool things that we've been doing to make sure that we're covering all our bases and everyone is on the same page and has access to resources that they need to be able to push forward. So lots of cool stuff going on. I did want to offer a few announcements to you guys, a couple of reminders. Let me make sure everybody's muted right quick. Okay. Just a few reminders about some things coming up. We are 40 days away from Summit. If you haven't registered for Summit yet, don't think that you can't. One of my newest coaches, Jessica Knutson, she's traveling this week for a wedding, so she's not on right now, but she just decided a couple of weeks ago that she was going to take her business seriously and try to find a Summit ticket. And she's going to go, and we're going to find a spot for her to room with all of us. And her husband is totally supportive, and she's just going to jump in there and make it happen. So it's not too late for you guys to go to Summit. If you're serious about your business and you want to learn how to make this work, if you want that feeling of connection and camaraderie with our team and with all of Team Beachbody, you really just have to get to Summit. Every year there seems like there's somebody who can't go because they're like super pregnant, but that's really the only excuse outside of course, some sort of unforeseeable, tragic event. But you've got to get to Summit, and it's not too late to make that happen. We have spots available in rooms if you need a spot, or we can get another room. There's still rooms available at the Gaylord where we're all staying in Nashville, and we can get another room, and we'll fill it up with as many coaches that want to go. It really helps cut costs down. I know Katie McGilvery was getting some sort of little cottage or house, so she may have openings there as well. So I'm just encouraging all of you, don't sit back and wait to be asked to go. Don't shrink away and think, well, I'm not successful enough yet, or I'm just a new coach, or I'm just a hobby coach. I don't really know what I'll do with this yet. If you have any inclination at all to keep your products paid for, to have any kind of income, I don't care if you're a brand new coach or if you've been a coach for 5 years, it doesn't matter. You need to go to Summit, and we'll help you make a way if you need some help. So be sure that you know about that and grab a ticket if you don't have one already. What else? Okay, so on our calls, we did the big recruiting campaign, with all weekly calls for April and May. So as of June now, we're going to go back to our regular call schedule. So my calls for Team Fresh and Fit will be on the 2nd and 4th Thursdays of the month, back how they were before. And then we will all be jumping on Melissa McAllister's calls for the 1st and 3rd Thursdays of the month. So she's got some really amazing speakers that she can get access to and offer that are just incredibly valuable for all of us. So mark your calendar. 1st and 3rd Thursday is team-made calls with Melissa McAllister. 2nd and 4th Thursdays are Team Fresh and Fit calls with me or whoever the guest speaker is for that night. On the 5th Thursday, when that rolls around, we'll probably do like a live power hour as a team, or we'll do something special and fun on those 5th Thursdays whenever they happen. What else? On our trainings, let me update you guys just so you're all aware of what's going on with our trainings. So for those of you who aren't in the loop yet, we have a brand new coach welcome form that we have adapted from Ashley Smith, who spoke on our team call several weeks ago. She has shared so many great things with us, and several of us have taken her form, made it our own, and we're using that with our new coaches. I'm having tremendous success with that. Raise your hand if you have recruited at least one coach by this point, and they ask you questions that you don't know the answer to, or they ask you questions that you've answered 5 million times already to 5 million other coaches you've recruited. And either way, this new coach welcome form helps solve that for you. So if you're a brand new coach and you're scared to recruit anybody to your team because you're not sure you can lead them, you can give them this new coach welcome form, and it has everything in it they need. And it's the thing that you can go refer back to as you continue to learn this business. Things from how to sign up your first customer and your first coach to where things are in your coach online office. Let's face it, that coach online office is not easy to learn to navigate. And this new coach welcome form really just, it takes everything and puts it in one place. So it's your BFF, okay, for building your team. Make sure that you have that, make sure you're using that, and utilizing that, because it's a great resource for you. And as piggybacking on that is our new 7-day social media boot camp. So my first one that I'm running for our entire downline is currently on day 4. It's going really, really well. One of the most exciting things is that some of our veteran coaches are also doing this training, and they're having major aha moments like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that, or I knew that, but I forgot. And so all of us across our team have these, crisp new Facebook walls that just look fantastic because we did the Facebook facelift as a part of that training. It's going over how to post, how to deal with objections. So if you missed out on that, no worries. That training will be running every 7 days. It starts over every 7 days in that same group. So when you finish your 7 days, you let your upline sponsor coach know, hey, I finished the 7-day training. What do I do next? And you take yourself out of the group unless you just want to stay in there for the heck of it. If you attempted the first 7 days and life happened and you had kids puking for 4 days straight, like Jessica Heckle's been dealing with, you might want to stay in the group and do it again the next week. Totally your choice. But those same 7 posts for the social media boot camp are just on repeat in that group. The posts go up at 5 a.m. every day. The content is the same every week. Do it as many times as you want. I would suggest you do it once and get out because you don't need notifications for something you're not doing. That's just me. And once you finish the 7-day social media boot camp, you will then transition into the 21-day new coach training. And that also, starting this Monday, will start every week so that everybody that comes out of the 7-day has immediately a new coach training to get into that's 21 days. The idea is that after the very thorough new coach welcome form and 30 days of training, you've hit Success Club, you've hit Emerald rank, and you know how to work this business. Can I get an amen? How awesome would it have been for you as a new coach to know everything you need to know after 30 days? I think it took me 3 years, and I don't want any of you to have to go out there and figure it out yourself and take 3 years to do it like I did. Okay? So that's what we're trying to do here is a constant stream of new coach comes in, they get a form with everything in it, they get a 7-day training, they get a 21-day training, they have some quick wins, they've got Success Club, they've hit Emerald, and they're ready to go. Okay? That's going to help all of us feel more confident about recruiting to our team and getting everyone started off strong. Capiche? Everybody good? Awesome. Okay, last announcement is if you're local to me, cry, I'm sad for those of you who aren't, but on June the 16th, it's next Thursday, I'm having a coach coffee at 9 a.m. at Taste Buds in Mineola. And yes, they're open on Thursdays, so we'll be meeting there in their little meeting room kind of in the back. So if you're local to us and you want to drive in and come hang out on next Thursday morning at 9, it's very informal. You can bring, last week one of our ladies brought her coach notebook and she kind of made some notes in it. She asked some questions. If you want to do that, that's great. If you want to just come and have coffee and eat and talk and meet other moms who are doing this business too, it's a great time to just get together. Social media is awesome. Zoom is awesome. But sometimes you just need to sit with someone face to face in the flesh, give them a hug, laugh, talk, ask some questions. If you're not local to me and you can't come to that, buddy up with some coaches in your area. I guarantee you, even if they're not on our team, you can find other people doing this business where you live. Just go on social media and start looking around and you'll find them. You can even ask on Facebook, just post, hey, are there any Beachbody coaches in the area? I don't care whose team you're on. I just would love to get together. Just take the initiative and do that, because it's really powerful to sit there and be able to just talk to other people who get you, who have your passion and are doing this too. Okay, that's all the announcements that I have. If you'll always check in the team page on Mondays, your Monday morning news flash, I always try to give you guys a rundown of kind of what you need to know, what's going on. One other thing. We will be having our team-wide recruiting event next Wednesday night. We're going to do a live backstage pass like we've done before. Only this time, at the very beginning, I'm going to give a quick summary of what a challenge group is and what a challenge pack is before we get into what the business is, because these brand new people have no idea what's going on. So next Wednesday night, let me check my calendar to be sure on the time I put on that. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, Wednesday night, June the 15th, we're doing our Backstage Pass event. Okay, so I suggest you create an event page for that, all your own, and invite people to it on your own, because you want to be able to be the person that's in charge. Okay, they're going to get on this backstage event and they're mostly going to see posts from me, but they're going to see videos from lots of people on our team. So you don't want them to get confused and think that they're supposed to message me, because I won't know. I'll just assume there's somebody that wants to sign up with me. You create the event page, you invite your own people, you make sure that you're tagging them during that Backstage Pass event, you follow up with them. That way they have no question as to who they're supposed to go to with their needs and to sign up. So that'll be next Wednesday night. Okay, quick recognition, just a little shout out to Kelly Mabe. She's a new coach. She's been really hesitant about working the business, but I'm telling you, she is probably the best challenger I've ever had in my challenge group. This girl is incredible, and she signed her first coach last week, and she is the only person of all my personally sponsored coaches who already has Success Club points for June. She's the only one, and she's brand new. So I just had to give her a little shout out like this, because she's doing so good, and I'm really proud of her. All right, ladies, so we're going to get into the meat of tonight's call. And I was thinking about this a couple of days ago because of our social media training. And there's actually a document in there about what not to do and another one that says what to do. And those are all geared towards newer coaches and really helpful information. But I thought, we talk so much on these calls and in our trainings, in our team page about what to do, but we've never really talked about what not to do. The only thing we ever really try to make sure coaches know not to do is never post your website on Facebook and say, I'm placing a Beachbody order. Does anyone need anything? Because we don't do that. That's disgusting. But other than that, we don't really talk about this much. So I compiled a list, and some of them you're going to say, well, duh, or you might laugh, but I guarantee you there's somebody that didn't know that and needs to hear it. And then there will be other things on the list that you might go, oh my gosh, I never knew that. I didn't know to not do that. So I have a list of 16 items. Some of them are really short. So make sure that your pencil's out and you've got paper. And I see April, she's got her notebook. She's got her glasses on, and Jessica's chewing, but she's also taking notes. She's pointing at her face like, I'm here, but I'm chewing. Oh, I love it. Okay, well, we're going to get started then. Number one, and this is huge, guys. One of the biggest mistakes you could make that will sabotage your own business is not staying on Shakeology. You can't ask other people to drink it every day if you're not. And if you're letting your bags get stockpiled, and so you're pausing your order and you're going inactive, you can't expect to be able to lead your team to do any different than that. So as a coach, one of the most important and basic things that we can do is stay on Shakeology. Stay on it. And if you've got too many bags coming in, because you've got one, like I have a bag on my first business center, I have one on my second business center, I have one on my husband's account, I had one coming in on my son's account, and we weren't able to keep up with that much Shakeology. So you can change your home direct order on some of those other business centers to other products like Energize and Recover. Amazing. You know, the Shakeology boosts are incredible. So don't just cancel or pause your Shakeology and go, oh, well, you've got to stay active on your coach account. So if it's not Shakeology, it's got to be something else that's at least 50 personal volume points. Okay. But above all else, drink your shake every day. You know, just drink your shake. You know you love it. You know you need it. And it allows you to be able to be that walking billboard for our shake. And when you walk the walk, you're a lot more confident about asking someone else to do it with you. Okay? All right, number 2. You might sabotage your own business if you don't complete one of our programs, start to finish. You've got to complete a program. It doesn't matter if it's the 3-day refresh. Oh, hey, Tamara, cute haircut, girl. Look at you all sassy. I love it. It doesn't matter if it's the 3-day refresh or the 21-day fix, something short like that. You know, I mentioned Kelly May just a minute ago as doing a great job as a new coach. She completed 90 days straight of Chalene Extreme. She missed one day and made that workout up the next day. I mean, that's hard to do. I can't complete a 90-day program. I'll be honest with you. I have workout ADD. Like, I get bored. I love Beachbody On Demand because I can do different things. But you need to complete a program as a new coach especially. And if your business has kind of stalled out and plateaued, I guarantee you if you go do the 3-day refresh and post your results, you're going to pick right back up with your momentum. So finish a program. Have a before and after picture from one of our programs that you can say, I did T25. Here's my before picture. Here's my after. I finished it. I did all 60 days. You know, and you'll have so much pride when you do that too. Like, you're proud of yourself. It's amazing to finish a program. Okay. Number 3, huge mistake, not doing personal development. I am guilty of this one. I didn't do personal development for at least a year and a half into my business. I didn't even know what it was. I didn't know what that even meant. I thought it was those parenting books my mom used to read when I was a kid, and she would come quote them to me like, look what I just read. See, I was doing it right. And, you know, she would like beat me over the head with parenting stuff. I thought that's what that was. So don't be like me and avoid personal development. You have to do it. You'll fall in love with it once you start doing it. It's addictive because it feels good to grow. Like, you know, God made us to constantly be a new creation every day. You know, he tells us that in his word, that every morning we are a new creation. So when we're learning and growing and we're feeding our mind and our soul with good new stuff that helps us be more positive and feel better and think smarter, it feels right. It feels really good. So you've got to do personal development. And the next one on my list, number 4, ties in with that. Another big mistake you can make is doing personal development but not applying it. I know a lot of coaches love to listen to Pastor Stephen Furtick. Raise your hand if you're listening to Furtick. I love him. He's so awesome. But I can find myself getting into a trap of listening to all his amazing sermons, crying, praising Jesus, singing along with their worship team, and never really sitting down with my notebook to go, okay, what did I learn from that? What am I going to apply? So make sure when you're doing personal development that you're actually taking a little bit of time to sit down and, you know, even if it's just 1 or 2 things that you're going to do or apply, make sure you're doing that. Otherwise, you're going to be a personal development junkie, but your business is going to go nowhere because you're not actually applying it. Okay? All right. It's kind of like that student in class who, when I used to teach college English, they would nod and smile. And I was a very, I talk with my hands and, I tell a lot of stories. So I was a dynamic lecturer in my class. The students loved to scoot up and sit near the front row because I'd walk around and I would touch them and I would throw candy at them sometimes. And so my class was fun. And I'd have these students that would be up near the front and they would just nod and yes, and they'd write things down. And then would come time for their essay, they would turn their essay in and you would think they had never been to my class. So they would come and they would listen, but they weren't applying what I was teaching. So they would fail. And then we'd have to go talk about it. So don't let that happen with you in your business. And if you're struggling right now, if you're kind of stuck and you're not seeing success the way you want to, this could be an area where you need to self-evaluate and ask yourself, am I applying all this personal development that I'm doing? Okay? All right. Number 5. This is a big one, y'all. Big one. You could be sabotaging your own business if you're not inviting people to join you. Not inviting is huge. I'm really proud of so many of you on our team because I know just to post about your journey on Facebook has been like overcoming a mountain of fear. Just changing it from private to public for some people is like jumping over hurdles, and getting your spouse to understand why you're doing that. Much less posting pictures of you in your sports bra and shorts to show your T25 results, right? Like I know that posting that stuff has been hard for a lot of you. And yet I scroll through my news feed every day and I'm like, look at my team. Like they're sharing these stories. My news feed is full of you people. Like I don't see anyone that I don't have on my team in my news feed. It's all you guys. So I scroll through there at night before I go to bed and I'm just like, I get all warm and fuzzy because I know the fears you've conquered to post that stuff. And yet a part of me is like, are they inviting though? Because you can post beautiful, amazing things all the day long. But if you never reach out and ask someone, have you ever considered joining one of my challenge groups? Your business is not going to go anywhere. I'm seeing some amazing new coaches on our team who are like, they are getting it. Social media is like, they've wrapped their head around it now. They're getting it. Their posts are just phenomenal, like amazing. But they have never earned a Success Club point. And they've been posting like crazy for like 2-3 months. They've got it down. It's awesome. It's great. I can tell that they're not actually inviting because there is no measurable way to show that their business is growing. No Success Club points, no income, no products getting paid for, just posting. Okay? All right. So you've got to actually reach out and ask someone the question, have you ever considered joining a challenge group? Okay. And if they say no, what are they saying no to? They're telling you they've never considered it. They're not saying, no, I don't want to join your group, or no, I hate you, or no, Beachbody sucks, or no, I'm going to unfriend you now. They're just saying, no, I haven't considered it yet. Okay? So ask the question, have you ever considered joining a challenge group? All right, number 6. A mistake you can make is not giving yourself recognition. So what does that mean exactly? Well, recognition was added this year as the 4th vital behavior. We used to have just 3, and this one's so important that they added it and made it a 4th vital behavior, recognition. So why am I telling you to recognize yourself? Well, one of the things that I've also noticed about our team is we are very humble. We're very self-deprecating. We're all too willing to talk about our struggles and ask for prayer, or talk about things that that maybe we overcame in the past, but there's not a whole lot of, look what I just accomplished going on. Like when you finish the 3-day refresh, don't just post your pictures and be like, hey, I lost 4 pounds, feel really good. You should join my challenge group, starts Wednesday. You should post and give yourself a shout out. Man, I drank Fiber Sweep 3 days in a row and I never gagged. Like, talk about the things that you did that you're proud of. Give yourself some recognition. If you finish 21 Day Fix, go on social media and tell why you're proud of yourself. And better yet, tell how you're rewarding yourself. Like today, I went to my favorite makeup counter in Dillard's and got a couple of new things that they had out because my paycheck today was at a certain level that has been a goal for my family. And every time I hit that level, it only happens every so often, but when I hit that level that is our goal, I treat myself with some little something that would mean nothing to someone else, but it's really cool to me. So I buy a new lipstick, $22, no big deal, but it makes me feel pretty, and it's a special way that I rewarded myself. So when you do something to meet your goal or finish a program, or you've gone 7 days straight drinking your Shakeology, post about that. Give yourself some recognition. Share about what you're doing well and what goals you're knocking down. And number 7 ties in right along with that. A lot of us are good at posting. Well, I'll just go ahead and say it. We've got to recognize others as well. And it doesn't always have to be around Beachbody. It doesn't have to be somebody from your team or your challenge group. Just make recognition a part of your life. If you see someone on Instagram who has the most beautiful pictures, and every time you go on there, you're just like, dang, man, those are pretty pictures. That blesses me because it's pretty. Just post about it. Tell them, hey, thank you for posting pretty pictures. Here's my pretty picture. I'm gonna post this in honor of you, and give them a little shout out. Better yet, send them a private message or a handwritten card in the mail to somebody that you've noticed doing something awesome. Just make recognition a part of your life, your culture, your value system, and even more so to people that are in your challenge groups and coaches on your team. Just like I keep talking about Kelly May because she's on my mind right now. She's not even on the call, but she's a newer coach. She was a coach before and quit and came back around. And I keep telling her, you are the epitome of a rock star coach. And she's been very hesitant. But she's doing it anyway. And one of the things that I notice about her that makes her such a natural at this is that she's constantly giving herself shout outs in our challenge group. Look what I did. Look what I did. I did it. I conquered this. And she's also doing that for others all the time. Like encouraging them, telling them what they're doing well, constantly all the time. So you've got to make recognition of yourself and others a key part of what you do all the time. Because what you pay attention to grows. If you want more people doing well in your challenge groups, praise the ones that are in there now. I don't care if you have 3 people in your challenge group and only half of one person posts, which I know I've been there. I've had a half of a person posting. Praise the heck out of that person. Every time they post, tell them why you value that. Thank you for posting. Your energy matters to me. Okay? Oh, I see the cutest little naked baby boy butt. That was so cute. I love it. It blessed me, Tamara. Thank you. Recognizing you for that. I only have teenage boy butts in my house now, so that was cute. Okay, I digress. All right, number 8. Let's move on. This is a really big one too. Not realizing the value of the challenge pack yourself. Like most of you bought one and you thought it was a good deal, or you wouldn't have bought it. And yet when you're talking about it with someone else, you're scared to even tell them, oh, it's $160, because you're like, it's a lot of money. So you have to study the challenge pack. And I want you to do what I did one time. I want you to do it yourself. I don't want you to take my word for it. But I want you to go and pick out a challenge pack and go to, in your Coach Online office, go to the Sales and Marketing tab. Go into the product tool guide or the Beachbody Challenge. I forgot which one it is. But anyway, there's a place in there where you can click on one of the challenge packs and it lists out everything that's in that challenge pack. Like every little thing that comes with it. And I want you to get a blank piece of paper and I want you to write down everything that comes in that challenge pack. Then I want you to go to the shop section of your teambeachbody.com account. Go to shop, and I want you to put in the price for all of those pieces individually. Okay? They get 30 days free club membership. Well, what does a club membership actually cost? Okay? They get the full Insanity Max 30 workout program. What would that cost individually? What is a one-time order of Shakeology? How much is that when you add in full shipping to it? It's $150. $150 for a one-time order of Shakeology when you add in full price shipping and taxes. $150. So go through there. If it comes with the 21-day fixed containers, go in there and look up what it would cost them to order just the containers. And I want you to put a price out beside every single thing in that challenge pack, and I want you to add it up yourself and see what that total is. Okay? And then I want you to understand that every challenge pack comes with $2 shipping. And I do like Amazon does. I make it sound special. I don't just say, you get $2 shipping. I call it Super Saver. Like, you get the $2 Super Saver shipping on that challenge pack. Who doesn't want to be a super saver? I do. Sign me up. I'll wear a name tag. I want to be a super saver. So you have to start to wrap your head around how incredibly valuable that challenge pack is. And you need to see for yourself on paper that a challenge pack that Beachbody normally has a $160 price on, they knock it down to $140 like they have this month with 21-day fixed programs. If you go through there and pick that thing apart, and you see what it would cost someone, it would cost them over $250 to buy everything that's in that challenge pack that they can get for $140. That's a value. That's savings. Plus they get $2 shipping. Okay? So make sure that you believe in the value of the challenge pack, and don't you dare back down from that. Don't ever let somebody just order the workout program or just order Shakeology. Don't ever let that happen. You're cheating them out of saving money. That's the way I see it. Don't do that to them, okay? You may think that you're doing them a favor and you're letting them off the hook from the pricey thing, but you're not. You're cheating them. You're taking more money from them, okay? Because the challenge pack is the way to go. It's so much more valuable. Plus, think about these 3 aspects of the challenge pack. Write these down. A, there's a money-back guarantee. So even though that challenge pack may sound expensive to you, it's not a high-risk investment. It's a very low-risk investment because they can get their money back if they don't like it. Okay? B, they can get reimbursed or get their products paid for within a couple of weeks by getting 3 people to join them. So again, it's very low risk financially if you point out these aspects of what's available to people. And C, you can stay on Shakeology from that challenge pack and never pay for it ever again if you just help 3 people a month get started on it too. And not only that, you could afford to put your spouse on it, or your child that's overweight, or your mother that's got type 2 diabetes. I mean, you need to paint the picture for people of, hey, $140 may seem like a lot right now, but let me tell you that you would have to pay $250 for all of that that's in that challenge pack. And you're getting a money-back guarantee. You can get your products paid for within just a couple of weeks by gathering a few family and friends up with you to do this. And you can never pay for Shakeology again and make sure people you love stay healthy with you. When you pitch it that way, all of a sudden it sounds really cheap to pay $140 for a challenge pack. All right, huge one. Number 9 kind of ties in with that. Don't ever apologize for the price of Shakeology. Don't you dare. I think we grow callous to the power of Shakeology. We hear about it so much. We drink it every day. We start to take it for granted, like we do so many things in life. It only takes a second to go into your challenge group, go into our team, and ask people, how do you feel now on Shakeology compared to how you were before? It takes 1 second of asking that question for you to understand that something that densely nutritious, that changes people's lives, that helps them overcome infertility, that helps them come off of medications that have detrimental side effects to them long term. When we have something that powerful, we should never apologize for the price and never back down from asking people to try it. Because whereas you might momentarily be scared of a price objection, a cancer diagnosis is far scarier. And you may think I'm being melodramatic here, but I have this lady, Ruth, in my challenge group right now. She's one of my mom's friends through my dad's company. And, you know, I've posted her story recently, and I've been talking about it like crazy, but she's been a type 2 diabetic and had really high triglycerides and high blood pressure for 15 to 20 years. And a couple of years ago, she got diagnosed with fatty liver disease, which is fatal if left untreated. It's fatal. And 2 months on Shakeology, y'all. 2 months. Her liver enzymes were down to normal range. Her blood sugar, her A1C, I forgot what that's called. A1C was cancer. No, A something. It was down in normal range. So for the first time in 20 years, she is no longer in the pre-diabetic type 2 diabetes blood sugar level. Her numbers were down after 2 months on Shakeology. Her doctor said, "What have you done? You are not the same patient whose labs I drew last time. Like, what are you doing?" And she told him about me, my meal plans, and Shakeology. And he said, "Whatever you do, do not stop and tell that woman whatever she's doing with you is crazy awesome." So why would we ever apologize for the price of Shakeology when it can help someone like Ruth conquer fatal diseases after just 60 days of drinking it? She's about to be a grandma. She's going to have her first grandbaby soon. And that matters. So, you know, first she didn't want to go the coach route. She wanted to pay full price. As a customer, I said, fine. After 30 days on it, she said, "I want to stay on this. How can I get it cheaper?" So she's a discount coach, and she plans to stay on Shakeology for the long haul. She's not ever going to stop drinking it. So don't apologize for the price of our shake. Number 10, you'll sabotage your business if you don't see yourself as something of value also. You've got to understand that the most valuable, priceless part of the challenge pack is you. That DVD program is going to sit on the shelf collecting dust, and that bag of Shakeology may never get opened and mixed, or mixed correctly, without you. It's not going to happen without you. 85% of people who start a health and fitness journey alone fail. That's why Beachbody created coaches. When someone has support, their odds of success go up from 15% to 90% because of you. So again, We go back up to number 8 and number 9, the price of the challenge pack, the price of Shakeology. There is no price we can put on you as that person's coach. So you need to be talking, when you're talking to people, you need to share with them more about you, your stories, your heart, how you're going to help them, what your challenge group is like, and how much fun you're having in there. Even if it's just you and that half of a person posting, by God, you're having fun, right? Yes, you are. So you tell them about you, the coach effect. It's this indescribable human element that makes the challenge pack valuable and worthwhile. Okay? So one of the biggest mistakes you can make is not seeing yourself as valuable. Number 11. Big mistake is to not create some kind of freemium. You've got to have some kind of freemium. Now, let me tell you what that is, okay? Definition of freemium, and this is my words. This is how I understand it. A freemium is a free premium piece of you that you put into some sort of packaged format that you can give away. Let me read that to you again. A freemium is a free premium piece of you that you can put into some sort of packaged format and give away. Okay, so Esther's passion is photography and crafts. So naturally, people that follow Esther, even if they're coming to her for health and fitness, they probably also have a passion for being creative in some way, shape, or form. They may be bloggers, they may be Pinterest fanatics who create crazy, awesome things to decorate their house with. They're probably people that go to Canton First Monday Trades Days or go to flea markets or vintage boutiques, and they're creative people. So a freemium for Esther might be that everybody that joins her challenge group and finishes gets to go into a drawing for a free photo shoot with her or something like that. Or she might have a, top 10 list of, little tips for capturing the perfect picture. Top 10 photography tips for an amateur. That might be something that people who follow her would find incredibly valuable. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily have to be something nutrition or exercise related. It's a little piece of you, some little piece of you that in an area that you are an expert in. And if you don't know what that is, ask your friends and family. Ask them this question. Say, what do you think that I'm really good at that comes so naturally to me? I don't even know. Don't even realize when I'm doing it. Okay, ask the people closest to you. What is that thing for me? And don't overthink it. Like, just what do you enjoy? What do you like to do? If you had a whole day off and no one expected anything from you, what would you go do? Would you go shopping? I would. So maybe your thing is fashion or makeup. Whatever that thing is, just create something like that you can give away to people and then let them know how cool it is. Like, 'cause it's super cool. If you put time and energy into it and you pour your heart and soul into it, that makes it super cool. So share that. And a freemium is something that you're going to give to people who decide to work with you. That's the way I use it. They get my special stuff if they commit to me through their challenge pack. Okay? All right. Number 12. Big mistake you can make is to not have a specific goal. Not having a specific goal it'll just choke your business. If you don't know where you're going, you'll never get there. Write that down. That's good stuff right there. If you don't know where you're going, you'll never get there. So I have a newish coach on my team who, she's absolutely precious. She's got the biggest heart. She's very introverted, a little bit shy, but super smart. She's just such a thoughtful person, and she would make an incredible coach. She's like a one of those quiet warrior type people. Like, she's such a warrior. And she was sharing with me today, she said, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I sure am enjoying the journey. And that sounds great, you know, and I'm glad she's enjoying the journey. But my first question to her was, what do you want this business to do for you? Because if she doesn't know where she's going, I certainly don't know where she's going, and I don't know how to help her. So you've got to have a specific goal. Is your goal to keep your Shakeology paid for? That's my goal. I don't ever want to pay for that stuff again. Is your goal to quit your day job? Is your goal to get out of debt? And if so, how much money is that going to take? Like, you've got to put a dollar amount on it. You've got to know what that number is. Is your goal to bring your spouse home? That certainly wasn't my goal 5 years ago, but it is right now. So get specific about your goal, because if you don't know what it is, you're not going to have a strong enough why to keep you striving after your business, and you're not going to know where you're headed. It's going to be like taking wet spaghetti and throwing it at the wall and go, well, I hope something sticks. Oh, well, you've got to be more intentional than that. So you've got to know what your goal is. Number 13. Oh, this one, I could preach a sermon. Not hitting Success Club every month. Big, huge way to sabotage your business is not hitting Success Club every month. And the reason that I can say that to you is because I have missed Success Club for stupid reasons. I would be a Success Club 5 All-Star legend right now, which means 24 months or more in Success Club 5 or higher. Except for one time, it was April 2 years ago, I had like 18 Success Club points, but my debit card had expired and my Shakeology HD order never processed. And I didn't show inactive because I had enough customer volume that I didn't go inactive. But I missed Success Club because I did not process an HD order. So learn from me. So I am a Success Club 5 All-Star, but not a legend because I missed that 1 month of Success Club. So whether it's for a stupid reason like that, where you're just not paying attention, or you didn't have the points, don't let it happen. You are capable of hitting Success Club every month. It takes 3 people. You've got to help 3 people, and that's it. That's it. Just today, I was with my daughter getting a haircut, and we walked in some random place. I didn't even have an appointment. We just walked in there, and I don't know this girl from Adam, but she's washing Livy's hair at the sink. And I said, we're so excited to get her a cute little summer haircut. She's always out swimming and playing outside. She's very active, and the hair is always a mess and tangles, and we just got to cut it off. And this girl sitting there washing Livy's hair, she goes, well, I just started doing cardio at my apartment gym, and somehow since I got out of high school, I've gained 100 pounds, and I don't even know how, but I've been doing cardio. And so I just cut my hair off because it's sweaty and hot, and I just want to be able to work out, and I don't want my hair to be an excuse. I never told her I was a health and fitness coach. I didn't say anything about Beachbody. I didn't have on a Shakeology shirt or carrying my shaker cup. She didn't know that. Okay, but I got her name and her number because she's really confused about nutrition, and she doesn't want to have loose skin from losing weight, and I told her I could help her with that. So one person just fell in my lap. Y'all, they're out there. You can find 3 people all over the place want to get healthy and are trying. You can find 3, I promise. So hit Success Club every month. You'll sabotage your business. It kills me to see how many coaches every month had 2, 3, 4 points and didn't have just those couple more to get them to Success Club 5. I cannot tell you what that does to my heart. It kills me. Kills me because you were right there, right there. All right, number 14. Not being consistent with systems. Not being consistent with systems. And we're about to wrap up because I know we're getting late. So what system should you be using? Well, first of all, if you're new, you need to follow the systems your upline is giving you. And if they're not giving you systems, you need to reach up to your diamond or star diamond coach that's above you and ask them, what should I be doing? Okay, here's the ones I use personally. A, I use the Business Activity Tracker, otherwise known as the BAT. B, I do a power hour every day. Sometimes I do 2 or 3 a day. If life happened the day before and I didn't get one done, then the next day I do 2 or 3 to keep my momentum going, a power hour. And C, I follow the team calendar. Those are my systems every day. The BAT, power hour, and the team calendar. You've got to have a system that's structured to guide you. If you just sit down at your computer or your smartphone and you go, well, I'm going to work my business now, and you don't have a system or a guideline to keep you accountable to certain activities, you're going to be throwing wet spaghetti at the wall and hoping something will stick. That will sabotage your business. Again, I can say that because I've done it. I've done it wrong. That's why I can tell you not to do it. Number 15, not taking it upon yourself to own your business. All right, let me say that again. Not taking it upon yourself to own your business. So there's only so much that your upline can do for you, because you know yourself and your business better than anyone else can see it from the outside. You know it. You know the moments when you're talking to people where you hesitate, where you're hitting a wall. You know that spot. Okay? And you know that as the month is going by, that you're waiting until the 3rd week of the month to start working on Success Club. Your upline doesn't know that. That, you have to own your own business. You're the one that has to take a magnifying glass to yourself and your business and go, okay, where is the sticking point? Where is that? And now what am I going to do about it? Okay, that's where you come to your upline and you say, okay, here's where I'm stuck. I keep hitting a wall here. How do I get unstuck? And sometimes your upline is going to say, like I have with Jessica lately, I'm like, Jessica, everything looks great to me. Like, your posts are awesome. You've got freemiums. You are, from what I can see, you're textbook. Like, you should be a freaking millionaire by now. But she's not. There's a sticking point somewhere. And I've told her, even today, she was on YouTube, like watching videos, trying to figure out from some other coaches. I told her there might be like one phrase or one sentence that you hear from somebody else that makes you go, boom, that's it. So go to your upline. They may not always have the answer, but they probably will direct you towards something that worked for them. That's what I told Jessica. I think it was yesterday. I said, when I get stuck, I go to YouTube and I start stalking other successful coaches' videos on the topic that I need. Like if it's recruiting, Success Club, Elite Points, whatever the sticking point is, go out there and go find it. You've got to own your own business. So don't just sit back and go, well, my upline sucks. I don't know what she's doing, but I'm over here struggling and she doesn't even care. Don't be that person. Your upline may not have any clue that you even want help. So take ownership of your business, reach out to our team, reach out to your sponsor coach, go to Google, go to YouTube, try the systems that a lot of us are using. Do it for 3 months. See if it works for you. By then, you'll be able to tweak it and make your own. But you have got to own your own business, okay? So here's 3 ways that you can do that. A, find a success partner that shares your goals. If your goal is to be 5-star and elite this year, go find a coach in our team who wants that same thing and get in a group message with them, or set up a weekly time to talk on the phone, or, Brandy and I do a Zoom call almost every week, or a phone call. And you've got to have a success partner to hold you accountable. B, already mentioned this one, go find the information you need. Trainings, team calls, YouTube, Google, go find it. And C, go to events. I can't tell you how many times events have saved me from quitting. Honestly. Going to events, hearing other coaches' stories, sitting next to someone and just knowing, wow, you know, her husband's blowing up her phone too, telling her the baby's crying and he doesn't know what to do. That's something I deal with. Like, just seeing that and being in the room with them will do wonders for you to be able to own the fact that you're a business owner and you're there trying to learn and grow, and you're taking ownership of that. All right, here's the last one, number 16. And it's crucial. It's the fundamental layer beneath all other 15, okay? Not believing in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, it's going to make the other 15 things on this list heavy, heavy burdens to carry. And they're going to be difficult, and you're going to feel frustrated, and they're going to be hard. But if you can master believing in yourself, the other 15 things on this list will all of a sudden start to fall into place. Confidence is everything. It's everything. Okay? And how do you believe in yourself if you don't? How do you build that confidence? You know, it all goes back to number 1 and number 2 on the list. Drink Shakeology every day. It's going to make you feel better. You're going to lose weight. You're going to have more energy. That's going to increase your confidence. When the doctor tells you your lab work looks great, you're going to smile and you're going to stand a little taller. When you start to see the scales go down, you're going to know that you did that. You know, finish that program. Every time you mark off one of those days on your 22-minute hardcore poster on the wall as you do those workouts, you're building confidence. And you're learning that you can do hard things. You can do things that are tough, things that you thought you couldn't. And when you build that confidence in those small ways through your fitness and your nutrition journey, then you're going to grow more confidence to lead others to do the same thing because you've done it. You're doing it. And then as you start conquering some success in the business, you're more confident about inviting people to join your team because you're doing it. You're coaching. You're recruiting. You're earning Success Club. So the action leads to more confidence, and the confidence leads to more action. So believing in yourself is the crux of everything. It's everything. And if that's something you struggle with, which I would say 99.9% of women do at some season of our lives, it's something that we all struggle with. And I think it's the thing that unites us as women. There's no guys on the call, so I can be super girly, but it's the thing that bonds us together because we all know what it feels like to hide in your closet and cry sometimes and wonder, do I even freaking matter to all these people in my family that I'm always taking care of? Do they even notice how hard I'm working? Do I have any purpose beyond wiping butts and putting clothes in the dryer? Like, hello? You know, and it can make you question your worth, and you stop believing in yourself sometimes. Life gets hard. But the funny thing is that, at least for me as a coach, that right there, my journey of learning to believe in myself, is what people want from me more than anything. The women that come to me to work with me, what they want beyond the 100 pounds gone or the 50 pounds gone or the toned body for the bikini for the cruise they're taking with their husband, beyond all that, they just want to know they matter and they want to believe in themselves. And I would venture to say that that's probably what the people coming to you want as well. And I'm looking at the names on here, and I know, I've seen Tracy Corbin's posts on Facebook. I know that she's believing in herself. I can see it in her eyes. I can see it in her face. And as she shares her journey, that's what's going to draw people to her. I know that you guys have to believe that these people are coming to you for a reason, and you have something valuable to give, or they wouldn't have taken the time to click like on your picture 7 weeks in a row on everything you post. That's, they're crying out to you for help. So that's our list of how you might be sabotaging your own business. I'm sure as time goes on, we could probably add our own personal things to that list. Like for me, it's being disorganized. It's having Facebook ADD and getting caught in the news feed. It's having constantly listening to all kinds of YouTube trainings and not ever writing anything down and then forgetting what I heard. I could add my own stuff to this list personally, and I know that you can do yours as well. So I would encourage you to do that. Be real with yourself about how you're sabotaging yourself. Face it, pray about it, even get visual with it. Write it down on some little pieces of paper and then tear them up or burn them and visibly be done with it. Vow to do those things no more. Because there's too many good things to be accomplished with this business to let anything get in your way. Anything. And it's funny because we often think it's going to be some big thing, some big aha moment, some big, training that's going to just solve all of our problems. And it's not. It's the little things. It's the little things you're doing every day that are either taking you closer towards the success that you want, or they're holding you back from it. It's one or the other. And so that's our reality as coaches. So you've got to figure out, am I doing the right little things? And where are the wrong little things that are causing me to go 1 step forward, 2 steps back? When what you really want is 5 steps forward, 1 step back as you fail and grow a little bit. You're never going to have the step backwards go away, but you need to have that forward motion, that forward momentum. All right? If you guys want to stay on for a couple more minutes and ask questions in the chat box, that's fine. I know a lot of you have kids that you're rocking and dealing with. So if you have questions about anything at all, I'll stay on for another 5 minutes and ask some questions, answer questions for you guys if you have them. If not, if you need to go, good night. You can get off the call. It's recorded, so we'll share in the team page if you need to go. Otherwise, feel free to ask questions if you have them. Bye, Chelsea. Oh, you're welcome, Cheryl, and happy birthday. I love your new tattoo. Y'all go check out Cheryl's Facebook page. She's got a new tattoo. It's really cool. Okay. Problem is knowing how to word things without being harsh. I think you're good with words, Jessica. I think you need to stop saying that. I think you're really good with words. In private messaging, we talked about this a little bit. I think it's important to not answer messages on the fly and give yourself a minute to breathe and think about it. This may sound scary to you guys, but I really only get in Messenger about 2 days a week. I try to do massive periods of time, and I know that doesn't fit with some of your schedules, but I try to spend 2 or 3 hours, 2 days a week in Messenger doing messages. And so if someone messages me on a Wednesday, I honestly may not get back to them until Monday because I have my business set up a certain way. And rather than me panicking and being desperate and feeling like I'm going to lose that person if I don't get back to them right away, it makes that person realize, wow, Miranda's really busy talking to a lot of people and running this big business. So once I get my message back from her, that's my moment. That's valuable. So don't feel like you've got to get them while they're on. You don't. That's a myth. You don't. Those people are busy too. You're busy. So rather than give them some quick answer because you want to catch them while they're on, you wait until it's your business hours when you have time to actually think and give them the best of you. it's kind of like with our kids. We want to put everything down sometimes and go and give them the best of us. We don't want to just kind of here and there. Oh yeah, sure, honey, whatever. Now go play. Oh, okay, one more minute. They don't want that. They want the best of us. So do the same with your customers. Wait till you have time and sit down and give them your best answer. And I think that'll help you feel like you're not being harsh, for sure.
Miranda?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like I've kind of hit a wall recently, probably in the past week and a half or 2 weeks with my power hour.
Mm-hmm.
I was being very, very consistent with doing it in the morning from like 6:45 to 7:45, because I do my Bible study and my workout before that, and then I do my power hour. And the past like couple weeks, Zach has been getting up at like 7 in the morning. And when he's up, I can't get a single thing done. If it was West or Nathan, it would be a totally, because I could put a movie on and they'd be fine. But Zach, requires all of my concentration.
Yeah.
So, and nighttime, I have really been trying to reserve just for, Troy, especially on the weekends because he's, works till usually 8 o'clock at night and then I don't see him all day. So I'm really trying to reserve that time for just him. And then during the day, I'm trying to spend time with the kids. Yeah. So really struggling. Yes, I could do it at nap time, except I still have that hard lack. I really lack energy.
Yeah.
1 to 2 or 3, I'm just exhausted, and I kind of need a nap myself. Yeah. So I'm kind of stuck on when Miranda was Brandy said, well, maybe I could do it in pieces, but I have a really hard time doing that because I can't focus when I have to have that 1 hour of concentrated time.
Yeah, and you're very type A and red, so you need it to be finished and it's here to here and it's done. Have you considered, just because Zach has made your schedule kind of weird lately and you did say you kind of lack energy in the afternoons, what if you moved your workout to nap time and did your power hour right after your Bible study, just during this funky time when Zach's schedule is off, and see if the afternoon workout helps you with the energy too. And maybe what you could tell yourself is, lay down with the boys, get them settled, and lay there and do some deep breathing and give yourself 30 minutes and then do your workout while they finish their nap. Is that something that could work?
Only problem is I have a friend that I've been working out with in the morning.
Oh.
So, yeah, and she can't do that. Morning is the only time she can do it.
Yeah.
And that's, so I really can't.
Are you doing that for her, or does that help you?
No, I like doing it in the morning. I like having it done.
Sure, but I mean with her, having her with you.
I like the having the accountability. We run together 3 times a week, and then we do, 22-minute hardcore on the other days. So yeah, I really like working out in the morning with her. So the only other thought was that maybe I could try to just do a 15-minute, try to get a power nap in, and see if that will help with the brain fog, and then I can maybe try to focus.
Yeah.
That's my other.
Have you ever looked at, because I struggle with that in the afternoons too. It doesn't matter how good I'm eating, or I get tired in the afternoon. But one thing I've been doing, and this sounds really kooky, but I researched that if there's, and I forget what it's called. I'll have to share the link with you, but it's on YouTube. And it's certain vibrations of sound, and you put it, you listen to it for 20 minutes, and it's supposed to give you mental clarity, and focus, and feeling rested. And it's something about, it stimulates certain parts of your brain from these sound waves. But that's been really helpful for me the past couple of weeks. And I put in my earbuds and I do lay down for 15-20 minutes.
Okay.
And it's helping me a lot because I I think I'm having hormonal imbalance. I'm 37 and I'm just feeling really wacky here lately. And it's really helping me feel more centered and, like you said, brain fog, like just can't focus. So I've been doing that in the afternoons and then going into my power hour, and it's helping me a lot. So I'll share.
Where do I get those? Or
it's on YouTube. It's just I can't even think what it's called right now. See, brain fog. I'll send you the link because it's on my YouTube, and you can try it. And then Jessica's saying bulletproof coffee.
I can't do coffee at all. I don't like the taste.
Yeah.
So.
Energize.
I do that in the morning. Can I do it twice a day?
Yeah, for sure. Especially if you're just using one scoop.
That's right. I can't do two. So.
Yeah, see, like you can do 1 to 2 scoops. So if you're doing one, you could do another in the afternoon.
I might try that then too.
Or you could do half a scoop if you were afraid, too much. But yeah, try that. I mean, and get back to us and let us know. Like send some of us who are still on a message in a couple of days and say, okay, accountability. I've moved my power hour. I'm doing this. Just so that you have that follow up on it.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, sure thing. What other questions? Okay. How long to keep friend requests out there before you delete them? I don't know. I never deleted them. I just sent them, and I don't know. I haven't really faced the whole thing with worrying about getting in Facebook jail for so long now that I don't know. You might Google that or ask other coaches that are still trying to build their Facebook. I just never really worried about that much. I just sent the friend requests and was kind of done with it. But I don't really. Okay, let's see. Isn't really related to term credit. I have a coach that ordered size and just doesn't like it. Can she exchange it for another program? Yes. Yeah. Call. What you might do, April, is you call Coach Relations and tell them about this customer and ask them what to do. Because we all know customer service, sometimes we're scared to have our people call in. It has been a lot better the past few months. They've really been working hard to try to increase their manpower and have people educated on how to answer our questions. But I would call Coach Relations first, have them pull up the order, have them look at the date and see when it was and see what she's eligible for as far as return and refund and exchange and all that. What doesn't she like about it?
She's heavier.
Uh-huh.
Quite a bit heavier. And she comes to our fitness class, and she said she enjoys it there in the group, but she's just not a dance person. And I think it's probably like, it was hard for me at first.
Yeah.
Last year when it first came out, before I did Insanity, and I got strong in my core.
Yeah.
So I gave up on it. So I can totally understand where she's coming from. And she's like 3 times bigger than me.
Yeah.
And so, she's only had it a couple of weeks.
Yeah. I would first encourage her, and you can even tell her, hey, I talked to another coach on my team that's got a lot of experience, so you can blame it on me, and you can say, she told me to tell you to do it 5 days in a row without missing a single day, and then see how you're starting to feel. And she can even do the same workout 5 days in a row. And if she can only do 10 minutes of it the first day before she's just like hating life, that's fine. Tell her to do 12 minutes the next day and then 15 minutes. And see if she can build up her confidence and start to master some of those moves. And if she has permission to do the same workout 5 days in a row instead of following the calendar. Sometimes I'm amazed at the things people are like, oh, I can do that? Oh, I didn't know I could do that. So you might just let her know that, she can take a little bit of time to see, because really for a heavier person, that is one of the programs that I think is a good one to start on. And if she steps, Pyo is pretty complicated with moves, and it's hard if you're really heavy to get down on the floor and twist into a Pyo flip.
Yeah,
he's going to fall. But, Tai Chi or, modified 21-day fix, those are all going to be hard because she's really heavy. Right. It's all going to be hard right now. But let her know, hey, my coach who's been a group fitness instructor for a long time, and she's had 5 years in this, she said for me to tell you to do, and to tell her that advice, and then tell her that you're also calling Beachbody to find out if she does want to return or exchange it, what her options are. And that way she'll feel that safety net there, and just give her permission to take it a little slower and to be okay with it being hard. It's a mindset thing too.
Right, and she ordered Turbo Jam. The Turbo Jam was on special. She did, so I'm not, I'm hoping that she'll like it too. But I'll tell her what you said, because with size on the calendar, you do the same workout for like a week in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So,
she
says she's doing it. She's not posting like any sweaty pics, but she is posting in the group.
Well, that's good.
On that she's training her Shapeology, and she says she's doing it, so. And she's coming to fitness class, so I'm happy with that.
Absolutely. And maybe Turbo Jam will be her soulmate workout, and she'll love punching and kicking. If so, that's great.
Right.
So since she already ordered that one, it's if she wants to return size, you can certainly help her with that, but it might be something she could plan to do later once she's a little more in shape too.
Right. True.
Tell her how fun it would be to go back 2 months from now and do some of those routines that are hard right now to show herself how far she's come. Because it's a great program to have. Yeah.
That's how it is for me. I was pretty proud of myself at fitness class last week. Yeah, exactly. Good point, Miranda. Thank you.
Sure thing. Yeah. Anything else before we go?
I don't think so. Hold on some.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm going to end the recording now. Oh, Jessica, did you have anything else? Okay. All right. Well, good night, everybody. Thanks for being on. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you at Summit, I hope, everybody. Good night.